Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SEN Live. It's the Schmodown Entertainment Network. I'm Christian Harloff. A little special bonus episode today where we are going to be talking to you guys about greatest performances in movies today. Thanks for joining us here on the show. Joining me, as always, is Brad Sheridan.
Is that better?
Good enough. So it's a pleasure to have you if you caught the first half of the show. Thank you for doing that. We talked about all the latest and greatest in the movie world, pop culture world, and now we're going to have a discussion with you guys about the greatest performances in movies. That could be by an actor, by an actress, whatever it is. We want to get you involved. So the show will last for as long as you want it to. You got to go to streamlabs.com/theschmodown. Schmobot is on. Let's talk about it. I am going to read a lot of we're going to start today right off the bat with the streamlabs.com/Schmodown for the first half of the show. You guys had put in a bunch of questions and thoughts and all that. So we're going to read a lot of those today. And we start with House Heisenberg, who says he owes you an apology. He owes you an apology, Brett, and I'm going to tell you exactly why he owes you an apology. He said, I owe you and your wife an apology. When I first recommended Black Sails to you, I just finished the amazing final season, and I completely forgot how rough the first several episodes really are. I wanted to give up very early on, just like you did. Your description was actually spot on. It was unrelatable characters and gratuitous sex for absolutely no reason other than that to remind people you're watching Stars. But I promise you, there's a night and day difference between the first batch of episodes and the rest. Oh, okay. The sex scenes happen significantly less often as the show goes on. The show is complex and deep with some of the best dialogue that I've ever seen on television. And the arcs for the main characters are fantastic. I know you don't know me, but I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction on this.
That's great.
I don't know.
I'll give it another try.
He said that the first few were rough.
Yeah.
So you got to try.
I mean, right off the bat, it was like I said, it was just they throw this one guy that they captured too, yeah. and like here you're gonna go have sex with 7 prostitutes.
Right. Well, that's what he says. He says the same thing.
Well, I will tell
Tim
my wife.
Tim donated $20. Hey, just dropping by to say that if you're wondering how we got to Hannah versus Saul, check out my latest match preview on theschmodownlive.com. Looking forward to seeing it play out later today. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay. We do have, as Tim just mentioned, just to remind everybody, there's a lot of matches. And today, June 12th, Brandon, Hannah, and Saul go head-to-head. You can read Tim Sims' update on theschmodownlive.com. He's a great writer, massive fan, and a really, really good pundit. So, anyway, let us move to the next question. Yeah, it's popping again.
Hotel Nerd donated $20. One last thing, it was just revealed Spider-Man Miles Morales is not a sequel to the last Spider-Man game, it is an expansion of the last game. Sorry I broke the bot in last stream, my bad.
All right, well, thank you. Let's get to these questions here. And, yeah, Brandon, Hannah, and Saul is on, it's on YouTube.
Pac-Man Wayne donated $20. Hey guys, I got 2 favorite performances and they both are by the same actor, and that is Denzel Washington. His performance in the Malcolm X and the Hurricane are 2 my favorite performances because he brought 2 real-life people to life.
Which one was that one? It was Denzel Washington, Malcolm. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sure Denzel is going to come up a lot here in this conversation. There's no doubt about it for everything that he has done in general in his career. Has been just spot on. The guy is one of the best of all time, and those 2 particular, I think, are his 2 greatest performances. Glory's pretty damn good too, but those are 2 that are really, really good. Okay, next comment here is Gnarly Charlie. I miss talking about animated movies, but I have to mention The Thief and the Cobbler. Beautiful Escher-esque animation, and the director worked for 31 years for Aladdin to release first and studio to cut it to hell as Arabian Night. A fan recobbled it cut online. Thank you for letting us know. Slippery when wet. Any update on the possibility of the free-for-all this season? I know the premise of the match doesn't work well with current guidelines, but if they can open theme parks, I'm going to hold out hope for the free-for-all. Not as a live event, of course, this year. I don't think so. I think the free-for-all is probably going to be, for the first time, postponed until next year, so we probably won't have one. The only big event I could possibly see us having is Spectacular. It's the only one, but fingers crossed. I mean, there's something to be said about the possibility of doing like one of these massive events the way we did the Star Wars Twitch. We just had two big doubleheaders. We had a big doubleheader, and it went off really, really well. If you missed out on it, and you're a Schmodown fan, you missed out on two amazing matches. But maybe there's something to be said about that. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think free-for-all is possible right now. Real Schmodown facts. Tom Dagnino truly did not know that the Yeezys he had sold RB3 were fake. Yeah. You're becoming the Onion of the Schmodown. Speaking of the Schmodown, I'm going to let everybody know John Roca, he's got the Ultimate Schmodown show that he's launching for the Outlaw Nation. It's pretty exciting. John Barr, Colin Morris, and Amric Bogal will be bringing you guys a breakdown of the weeks of the MTS matches, a look at the league standings, and a preview of what's coming every week on the Ultimate Schmodown Show. It's called the Ultimate Schmodown Show. It's going to go up on the Outlaw Nation Facebook group after 5 o'clock PST today and every Friday. So that'll be on the Outlaw Nation Facebook group where you can find that. So thank you to John for letting me know about that. A lot of great shows right now that are out there, and this looks like a start of a brand new one, and it's got the Outlaws endorsement, so that's cool. Cool Cat 88, who put in a Schmobot earlier today, thank you. Hotel Nerd also did. ZCM Zombie Custom Maps said I missed the animated movie discussion, but I wanted to mention Princess Mononoke as a great animated movie. It's a Studio Ghibli film you can find on HBO Max. It's about a boy who has to find a cure for a disease while waging war while fighting over a forest. We did talk about that movie quite often yesterday, actually.
Studio Ghibli, it's been mentioned
many times. And Princess Mononoke was mentioned like 7 times. Yeah. So I know you didn't watch the show yesterday, but it was mentioned for sure. Justin the Juice, my favorite fart of all time was in the 6th grade. All right, I had a bad stomach virus, and it made my fart smell like death. Oh, man, sorry to hear that. I let one go in Spanish class, and my teacher took 5 minutes to look around the room because she thought a rat had somewhere died. Nope, just my fart. Thanks, Justin. Well, appreciate that.
Great job. And why didn't they open up that category for the Oscars too? I mean, we need some more inclusive like best farts in film.
Yep. Tongue Punch Fart Box. The Dave Chappelle special. It isn't necessarily funny. There's some humor woven throughout it, of course, but I don't think it was intended to be comedic. It was great though. For me, it hit me pretty deep. It's definitely a must-watch, less than 30 minutes runtime. I will 100% be watching that. Mason put in a Schmobot before, and I didn't realize how significant it was. Thank you, Mason. That was really, really nice of you, and we thank you so much for that. As you guys know, SEN and the Schmodown.
Hotel Nerd donated $20. Best performers hands down has to be Mark Hamill and Johnny Youngbush. They kill it in everything they are in animated or live action.
Well, that's a good point. Is that we, obviously we're going to be talking about a lot of live action stuff here too, but there's some great animated performances, and I mean Robin Williams as the genie has to be up there as far as performances go, right? Mark Hamill, like you said, in anything he does in general, but especially when it comes to voiceover. So yeah, that if you're putting stuff in there, whether it's written or voiceover, please keep animated in mind. Please. So I can also say this in regards to Schmodown. This is kind of like, I know that there are the Schmodown fans that are always looking for kind of little scoops. And I don't know if we're working right now because we don't know. We've been talking to theaters, but it just doesn't look anywhere realistic until, I don't know, August, September maybe, that we can actually shoot live in studio. If that, with all the guidelines and stuff that's out there, it'll be extra added expenses and all this. But we're still talking about it. It's not a definite no, but so the idea is most likely to start doing everything virtual. And the question is, well, how do you do speed round? Just got a cool text during this show that there's going to be a potential way to actually do the buzzers that would register. Like, so if you're
Yeah.
at your place, I'm at my place, and we're both hooked up to the same system, whoever buzzes in first, it'll actually ding up, and you'll be able to see it, and the audience will be able to see it. So we're going to work on that and see exactly what that technology is, and if we like it, then we're probably going to start doing title matches virtual also. The only thing we won't be able to do are team matches. Teams will have to...
yeah, that's...
Yeah.
You got to be in the same room.
Yeah, you got to be in the same room. Like, look at the monitor.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know why we're doing this. So, anyway, get to the next one here. So, thank you again to Mason. Knox, who puts in, hello again. Maybe this decision by the Academy. Oh, yeah, he put in a spot. We read that earlier in the show. Sir Lord Attenborough, thank you very much for putting a Schmobot in there. He says, hey, guys, happy Friday. I think the changes are a good start, and I hope it allows for maximum inclusivity. My hope is that this also gives animated features and foreign films equal chances to earn a Best Picture nomination. Many have missed that chance. You're right, and that's why I think there needs to be way more nominations. 10 needs to be around the board, and I think in all categories. West Side Nerd, excuse me, Christian, do you mind shedding some light on the stream yesterday? On my end, it got cut off at 7 minutes, and I couldn't find it later. Also, I think you watched the wrong one. That's why. Also, since we're talking about top favorites, I wanted to know what your top 5 were for martial arts. Well, we're not talking about top favorite films today. We're talking. We're going to talk performances today, but as far as the stream goes, you might have been watching the wrong one because it's the full stream's up. Sir Lord Attenborough, prior to this news with the Oscars, it was difficult to find films that were getting Oscar buzz, and I felt out of the loop. This new option gives everyone the opportunity to watch these films, which will help the Academy gain more viewers for the awards. Yeah, it's true. He follows it up with, would you consider doing an episode where Ken discussing your favorite wrestling matches, promos of all times? I'd love to listen to you guys discuss the topics. Brett, you're awesome and make me laugh on a daily basis. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And thank you for being such an amazing supporter of this. As you know, everyone, the streamlabs.com/the Schmodown, whether it's the Schmobot or just the donation in general, they are what keeps the network thriving and keeps us going. So thank you very much for everybody who's donating and having your conversations. Or make sure we are going, as we're reading through these, the rest of the conversation, if you are putting in Streamlabs now, make sure that you put in performances, any performances you want to talk about, particular actors, if they moved you, if what was it about the particular performance that you want to talk about here today. Daniel Haygood with the Five Bloods and King of Staten Island dropping. This almost feels like a summer movie weekend. Looking forward to the reviews. Yeah, those reviews will be coming next week for sure because I'll be watching all 3 of those movies. Doc Dredd 2. I just watched Dave Chappelle's special this morning, and I'm more and more convinced that he is the GOAT. I don't think I've ever seen more of a eloquent comedian. He's almost more of a philosopher who uses comedy to open people's eyes. He's a street preacher. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. He is a philosopher, and I think that's what I was talking about before earlier. Is that what Richard Pryor did and what Carlin did, and that's what he's doing also. Embrace your geekiness. Have you heard about you put in a Schmobot about Mark Bernardin. Thank you. Hotel Nerd put in a Schmobot. WTOR Gaming.
Marshall Weeks donated $20. Loved Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, and Logan should have been nominated for an Oscar. Sean Bean as Boromir is one of my favorites. That death scene in Fellowship gets me every time, and Troy Baker as Joel in The Last of Us was incredible. Hey, Brett.
Hey, I always love that one.
Yeah. So, did
we get choppy?
Well, they said the audio might be out again. This just might be the end of the show for a couple of months until we can get back in the studio, because it just isn't working out, guys. I don't know. You probably can't even. I don't know how much longer I can do the show like this, guys. I have to be honest. I might have to put it in pause for a couple of months until I find a studio. Just without having the crew and everything here right now, I might have to put the show to an end because I just can't do this every day. We'll have so much stuff that we're trying to work on here too, and it keeps happening. So I don't know. Trying to figure it out. We thought we figured it out with the update, but it's not working. So let's we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Because StreamYard sucks, and I can't. Someone said, "Why not StreamYards?" This show cannot survive on just StreamYards. It can't. It just doesn't. With everything going on, with it, it's one of those things where it cannot survive on StreamYards. It's significant. It every time we do StreamYards, it pushes the network back tremendously every time we do it. The shows are good, but it pushes the show back tremendously, and I don't know what this is. We thought that the update worked. It looked like it worked, and now it's not doing anything. So, yeah, I mean, I could try to restart the whole computer, but then I got to start a whole new live stream again. So I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is.
Do we just get through the questions and more schmobots?
I don't know. I mean,
is that what kills it every time?
They said Super Chat is doing it now. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't figure it out. And nobody else can figure it out either. That's the problem. I was on the phone 3 fucking hours yesterday trying to figure it out. So we have the update. Now that doesn't work. But the good news, and I've talked to you guys about this before, and I wanted to let you know about it now. It's also in the link in the description. I've told you about our partnership and what we've been doing with Mint Mobile. And if you guys are still using one of the big wireless providers this year, have you asked yourself why? What are you paying for? Between the retail stores, inflated prices, and hidden fees you'll be taking advantage of because they're going to know you're going to pay it. Mint Mobile comes in and they provide the same premium network coverage that you're used to, but at a fraction of the cost because everything is online. First, so that's Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile makes it easy to cut your wireless bill down to $15 a month. Every plan comes with unlimited nationwide talk and text. With Mint Mobile, you stop paying for unlimited data you'll never use. Choose between plans 3, 8, or 12 gigabytes or 4G LTE data. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Ditch your old wireless bill and start saving with Mint Mobile. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/SENlive. That's mintmobile.com/SENlive. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/SENlive. All right. Going to head on over. I want to make sure that we get onto everybody's comments here. So let's do it. Let's go to some more of these. And here we go. All right, so Mark Jason Ali, who put in a Schmobot, thank you very much. Embrace Your Geekiness, put in a Schmobot. Hotel Nerd and SWR Gaming. Going back on over there, too, there's a lot of questions coming in. And let's do it. Tim Sim put in a Schmobot, so did Hotel Nerd, Pac-Man Dwain. Hotel Nerd Dagan says, despite winning the Oscar for The Revenant, I think Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance is actually The Wolf of Wall Street. I agree. Mm-hmm. That Quaalude scene alone, where he is on the floor, should have secured him the gold. I'm not leaving. I think it's absolutely his best. There's no doubt about it.
And I didn't like his speech. I don't know. It just didn't seem.
For which one?
For
Revenant?
When he got it, just almost seemed like it was.
He was talking more about global warming, right?
Yeah, but not necessarily. I don't care if you use your platform, but it just didn't seem. It seemed like he probably would have had a good one years and years ago.
He was just
but he
over
was
it.
just like, finally.
Yeah.
You know, it just didn't seem. When you see somebody new win an award and they're just and jumping over the Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, right.
Kind of
he was just beaten down by everyone.
Yeah.
Puerto Geekin. Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion won the Best Foreign Film Academy Award in 1970. Gianmario Volante, best known for Spaghetti Western, is incredible as a corrupt police officer. It predates the likes of Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant. That's a good one. Thank you. That's a good suggestion there. House Heisenberg. My favorite performances are Andy Serkis as Caesar and Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat. Those are really good performances. I don't know if the Oscars will ever properly recognize mocap. Good. Absolutely. Alex Batt, who also brings up Andy Serkis as Gollum in Lord of the Rings, is a phenomenal performance. It's also crazy. Did it? It's the super chat now. That's doing it. Hold on. You know what? I'll try this.
And super wide.
I don't know why the super chat is. Now the super chat is now doing the. For some reason, the super chat is setting the sound off now. For some reason, I don't fucking know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Like, why in the fuck would the super chat turn it off? I have no idea. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who gives a shit? So.
Remember all that fun we had with Souffleur and Flaus? Remember those days?
Shows, it's just like I love talking to the audience and having these conversations. But when this stuff happens, the tech stuff, it's just the show itself and talking to everybody is fun. This stuff is not. The last 2 weeks have been shitty when it comes to the show. There's other bigger things in the world, obviously, that are fucking way more shittier than this. But it's shitty. Alex Batt, thank you for putting that in there. It's also groundbreaking that the technology was on Lord of the Rings. Really enjoying the recent Schmodown tournament matches. All the matches have been entertaining and competitive. Thank you. Appreciate that. Marshall Weeks put in a Schmobot about love Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier in Logan. Should have been nominated for an Oscar. Sean Bean as Boromir is one of my favorites. That death scene in Fellowship gets me every time. And Troy Baker as Joel in The Last of Us was incredible. Hey, Brett.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. So Serge Sauce, as a favorite performance of mine, is David Diggs in the movie Blindspotting. It's a great performance. The end where he freestyle raps all of his built-up anger and emotions was feeling through the movie puts me into tears. It's a great performance. You can just feel what it's like to be in his shoes. Matt Link. Hey, guys, my favorite performance is Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday in Tombstone. It's a really good one. He is so charismatic and so damn good in the role. It's criminal that he was not even nominated for that role. And he has so many good quotes. Hang in there, keep going. I watched the rest of Young Guns last night, and I started watching The Game last night. You remember The Game?
Yeah. Let's just say.
You don't remember it?
I know the name. I probably saw it.
It's a David Fincher movie with Michael Douglas. It's really good.
I probably saw it.
You didn't see it. Mr. Anus, the other day, audio got choppy with Schmobots and Super Chat. The bot seems fine. Audio drops out on Super Chat. Maybe that helps. It doesn't help. Yeah. I don't know, because it doesn't help because we were aware of the problem. We just don't know why it's doing it. Devlen Gain, not on top. It doesn't need to be read on air. But the only channel I know that uses something like Schmoet as Hyper RPG. You might want to talk to Adam and Zach over there. Please consider this before doing anything. Thank you. Sir Lord Attenborough, love this discussion topic. One performance that always sticks with me is Tom Hardy in The Revenant, also in Locke. That's the other one. It's the other one. Leo is great, but Hardy took it to the next level. The scene by the fire pit blew me away. His eyes did all the acting in that scene. Top quality work. He's had a handful of amazing, and Bronson's another one too. Bronson is another one. PLD, Ed Harris in The Abyss, and the resurrection scene made me want to act. Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you, PLD. Let's start out here on the super chat. The bane of the existence today. Haskell 420. Hey, gang. Happy Friday. Christian, be on the lookout next Thursday. It's going to be Rad Day. Plus, lots of respect coming. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Rad Day.
The Time Traveler. Dan Harmon's latest post on Instagram for Julia Roberts. You told me that. Emperor Dethroned. Where do you draw genre lines? We organized our DVDs by genre, then alphabetically movies like Shaun of the Dead and Nightmare on Elm Street are classified different, horror, comedy, and horror respectively. Where do you draw the genre lines? Yeah, I know it's action sci-fi. Where do you put it? Fantasy. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on. For me, it's like what it lands into more.
Yeah.
Hamstrack, nice. Didn't know Brett lived in Omaha. We had Indian Hills, Dundee Theater, and recently Draft House and Film Streams.
Yeah, I didn't live in Omaha. I had to go to Omaha to see the cool stuff, and I remember the Dundee Theater, and I think that shut down. That was was a cool art house one.
FJ Fame 72. I'm behind, but you said Chappelle, so I paused and watched it. It's all truth. Yeah, I got to watch it. Kieran Douglas, DiCaprio and the Aviator. Thoughts on that movie? I've seen it once. I need to go back and watch it again because I've always wanted to watch it again because I remember how much I thought the performance was pretty captivating, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
I've actually seen that one a few times.
Have you?
Yeah. I really enjoyed the Aviator.
Excuse me. Ooh. Thank you. Let's see if that shut the audio out again. So, no, Flame 72 just put another one in there. We'll see if the audio went down on that. Maybe it was because it's in the... Let's see if it works, because if it's maybe it's in the studio. Let me know if this is the is the audio fine now? Because maybe if it's not choppy.
Someone said bless you. So
thank you. Well, no, that doesn't matter. It happened. It's still going. You know, it could have been. Maybe it was because it was in the maybe it was because it was in the live studio. Seems fine now. All right. I don't know. Somebody throw a Schmobot in there and let's see if we're still good. And then maybe it just can't have the other thing open at the same time. Don't know. Okay, so we will read Cam Popplestone. Thank you for Smoking. In my opinion, is one of the most underrated films and performances in the last 20 years. It's a good one. Well, where's the one?
Francis donated $20. Fuck Super Chat. We all love you guys. How about tomorrow's chat is all about farts? Oh wait, it is Saturday tomorrow.
Oh.
Screw it, just spread the love this weekend all. And Brett, some of us kept the tuft alive. Back to work.
Thank you.
Yeah, how did that work? Did that work, guys? Stutters again. Up a little bit, well, but still.
Like France.
Too. By the way, didn't get a chance on animation, but Robotech is my favorite animation. For all Gundam fans, I'm older and also Star Blazers. Audio's out now. Audio's back. No sound, or there is sound. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. So thank you today for joining us. Thank you to everybody who put in tried to help us out here today. Really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with us. It was a show. So thank you. We'll be back hopefully on Monday. I got to try to figure this out, but I don't know. I got to figure out what's going on. Thank you for everybody. We'll see you tomorrow or Monday or whatever. Sometime. We'll see.